Patton.
And I'm Kristen Crowley. We're following up tonight on a 13 News report we first brought you yesterday of people being told back to pay thousands of dollars in unemployment to Illinois.
The issue with the Pandemic Unemployment or PUA assistance. And since our report yesterday, more people have come forward who say they too owe the state money. Tonight, 13 News reporter Mary Sugden digs deeper, speaking with local lawmakers to see if there's any sign of relief for these families.
Olivia Reek is one of many Illinoisans who says she's faced unemployment headaches. First, placed on unemployment until the state decided she should be on pandemic unemployment assistance. And now,
I had received a letter saying that I owed the state back $5,730.
Reek says she's being asked to repay nearly $1,000 more than she received and simply can't.
Pre-pandemic, I lived paycheck to paycheck. It's just not doable for me. I have hair falling out. I get physically ill because I'm so stressed out.
Reek is not alone. 13 WREX spoke to 3 people about the same issue Monday, and since then, even more have come forward. IDES says the issue lies with guidance from the federal government, which allows people to set their benefit levels before the state verifies it, and also mandates states must ask for these overpayments back. Republican Senator Dave Severson says lawmakers have asked IDES if other states encountered this issue or if it's Illinois specific.
We certainly have a better shot at trying to get the feds to adjust or grant a waiver on it. But if it's something that, fell down to the state for not having as clear instructions, then it's going to be a problem.
Every state is having these issues.
Across the aisle, Democratic Senator Steve Stadelman says PUA issues are plaguing every state, which is why Congress needs to step in.
So the federal law requires states to recoup that money. The only way that changes is if Congress passes a new law or new rules.
Democratic Representative Maurice West says this frustrating development comes after local lawmakers have spent the pandemic trying to get constituents this money.
Now it makes me angry that now we have to turn it around and talk about people having to give the money back.
Meanwhile, Republican Andrew Chesney says his side of the aisle has asked House Speaker Mike Madigan to reconvene so lawmakers can push for solutions on these issues.
Of course, that hasn't happened, and we've only been down in Springfield 25 days in almost a year, which is unacceptable. The first people that should be to work is the General Assembly, and we should be the last to leave.
Until state or federal lawmakers can find answers, those with these letters continue to face financial uncertainty, like they have throughout this pandemic. For your 13 Weather Authority, Mary Sugden, 13 News.
If you collected PUA and got a letter asking to pay back some of it, email us, news@wrex.com. Share your story with us.